Hey guys, just want to take you for a little tour around my Formula Drift Pro 2 car. This is a 1996 Nissan 240SX, what many people are going to refer to as a Nissan S14. This was originally what they call a Zinky front end. I've converted over to a Kooky front end. That's done through the headlights, which need some work right now. A front bumper, which I'm getting that, and this hood here from Sideways Composites, which is one of our partners for this year. Go ahead and take the hood off to show you around what we got going on here. Set the hood over here on the stone wall. Okay, so this is an LS based engine. It's a 408 stroker kit, or 408 stroker LS motor built by Daffer Race Innovations. It's got a Magnuson TVS 2300 supercharger on it, makes right about 20 pounds of boost. It's fueled through 1000cc injectors by Donkey Power Injection. They've been awesome, great company to work with and get you hooked up for any of your fueling needs. This up here is not the radiator, this is a heat exchanger. And this is our oil cooler here. Had a nicer one on it, a Cetrab, and actually, excuse me, we had a Mishimoto on this one, but busted it when we stuffed it in the wall down in Orlando. Got a Gates belt on here. You can get these at any of your local O'Reilly's. It's a great belt. Really haven't had any issues with those. Had a couple alignment problems early on, but got those ironed out now. So the whole front drive system is by ATI. It's got an ATI super damper, the power steering pump pulley, the alternator pulley. They're all 13% overdrive, and then it's a 2.8 supercharger pulley to be able to make the additional boost that we need. So I was telling you that this is not the radiator. These are the coolant lines. They actually run through the car and to the back. I'll show you that here shortly. The front suspension is Wisefab, which is pretty standard on any pro build drift car. The coilovers are field suspension by Odi Bakshi's out of California. It's really good coilovers. Really happy with how those have done. So I'll come through here, show you the interior. All our safety equipment's by Driven. We got the seat belts through them, the gloves. I got shoes, the steering wheel, which is how the company originally started. Hit up Zach Skolnick for that stuff. He's been really developing the company. We should have some seats from Driven, new FIA approved seats for this coming year. Toggle switches over here go to a wiring specialties harness that powers up the engine. Never had any issues out of that thing. It hit the first time after we wired it up. Go back here, got Rovos wheels. They're 18 by 10.5s in the back, 18 by 9s up front. We've actually put those through just absolute hell this year especially. We've, I think, hit the wall with 3 of them now, and I can still use all 3 of those wheels. They all still hold air, and one of them I am still using actually. We use Falcon tires. This is the Zenith 615K. We use either 275 40 18s in the rear or 295 35 18s, and then we use 235 40 18s up front, because that is all that will clear with the Wisefab. So, coming back to the back, got a CNR radiator. This is actually one of the radiators that they use in NASCAR. It's just a little bit different because it doesn't have the heat exchanger in it for the oil, but this is a 2-row double pass radiator. It's really big, obviously, and we got some ductwork going down in here to try and get as much airflow as possible. This is actually just a Summit brand fuel cell, but it's got the bladder inside, which is one of the requirements for Formula Drift. And you see these shocks back here on the outside of the car. Like this one here, you can see where I've hit the wall with it. If you hit this against the wall, it'll compress those shocks and just give you a little bit more give running up against the wall like they want you to. So it's just a little bit of something to try and help save some of the bash bars in the chassis. North Georgia Performance combined with Royalty Performance is actually who helped me with the belt situation that we were having. We had a little bit of misalignment issue and also needed a brace on the alternator. It was flexing the mount, and that was causing our belt to come off, so we got it straightened out on that. Okay, so Weir Performance out of California hooked us up with the spool that is inside this Q45 diff. It's a 354 gear ratio and it has a true steel spool inside it. It has got a Q45 driver side axle and a 300ZX twin turbo driver side axle on the passenger side, and it's got Weir Performance makes conversion hubs to be able to run a 6-bolt standard style stub shaft. So it's a really neat conversion, really strong. This car, like I said, makes over 800 horsepower, and knock on wood, we've never had an axle issue. So really pumped with that partnership, and it's worked really well. This is one of our clutch discs from ACT. I actually run a twin disc in the car right now. It's rated, I think, up to like 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. But this is one, we actually just put 2 new clutch discs in it for the final couple events of the year just to make sure we were good to go on that. But it's been a great clutch. Some of our other sponsors, it's not necessarily car related. The first one is Aloha Green Tea Hawaii. It's an additive for your water that's actually really healthy for you. Makes your water taste better. It's something that I use all the time. Highly recommend for anybody else to use. Another one of our major partners is Affirm Consulting. Dennis Huff owns the company. He's works back and forth a lot between Florida and Tennessee. So if you are a manager or own your own business, be somebody to great with to help increase your profitability and identify some areas of opportunity within your company, it's a good way to impress your boss and really make some extra money and without hiring any new people necessarily. So the last thing is the whole car itself. Sticker Shark, owned by Patrick Whitley, is one of my very, very close friends. He's also my crew chief, and he owns Sticker Shark, who wrapped the car. Everything to do with the design, everything you see cut out, all the stickers on the car are all done by him. He really, really does amazing things with all this stuff, and my whole program wouldn't be possible without him. He goes to all the events with me. Helps Tamar Spot. It's a really, really cool deal that he does with me. He'll be out in Texas and Phoenix with us, and looking forward to what he has planned for the car for next year. It's been all orange and just a little bit of black last year. Now it's all flat black with a little bit of orange and a crazy design down the side of it, and I'm sure it'll be even bigger and better for next year.